And that's 18 Gator.
54, line 54. So we got man.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 54. Mike.
Blue draw Corkers. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
50, plant.
He can't hang.
Hey. High 7. 54, Mike. Go.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, box drop.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded at about the 28. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Ready? Recon, 132 fighter.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I'm going to run you over. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Okay. Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line. Hatchet. Kill. No. Off. Who's your cooker? That's it.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Under 10. Mike, 53.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's going to be a long down offense. It's going to be a check. It's free.
SOS. Alert flare. Whip. Watch the whip. 51.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a...
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 52.
Hit it.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You must be dreaming. Slam, slam, slam. 80 weapon.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Bravo. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
36, 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
51. Defense wins championships, baby. Rush in. Rush in. 51.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill.
6-6. Pull it high. Ready.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Protein spill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
He's crazy. He's checking cover. Check. Break down. Check 3.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Here's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Come on, set. 18 gainer. Hey, wahoo.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd?
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Check Mike, check.
Hey. Yo, cheetah. Big grip.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a 2nd and 7. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Break. Blue draw courses. I got one. Hey, Alpha. Snap.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Detroit. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well,
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Get him. 51.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 28 yards. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up.
2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now whistles here, flag down, I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Kill. Watch the safety creep. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
It fights him off. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased outlet, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. 5. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, bam. Take 4. Get it.
And the pressure gets to him again. Kenny Clark providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Brings up 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 49-yard line.
No, come on, boy, 51. Not today, you are. Not today. Let it go.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. And a Packer 1st down.
There's it. 51's the mic. I'm coming.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch up, switch up.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Right there.
Yes.
54 Mike. Here we go, here we go. Check, check.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Hit it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Well, the second down throw on target. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there, with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
I got you, boy. Check 99. Check 99. 1, 2, 4, 3, check.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll drop the throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll set up to throw. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now they'll run it on the toss. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
2nd and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
They'll set up a throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On play action, they'll throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always a fun.
Accelerating, and off he goes.